Ano ka yan? So today, we're talking about cryptocurrencies. Oh my god, crypto? Bitcoin, and why I personally invest in crypto. Just something to take note of, I haven't been investing in crypto for like a very long time. I'm not like those people who got in early and got really rich. Sana, but that's not me. I only started investing recently, so I'm still a beginner in these kinds of things. But then I thought, you know what? It would be interesting to talk about it on the channel. What's up, friends? Welcome back to this week's video. If you're new here, what's up? My name's Nicole and I make weekly videos on personal finance, but sometimes I talk about self-development stuff too, so yeah. Featured comment for this week is by Real Mango. Weekly support team, let's go! Shout out to you guys who watch my videos every single week. It means so much to me. I love you all. Thank you, my bread fam. As always, I start my video with why. Why am I investing in this certain thing? I think it's very important to understand the why so that you're able to have some fundamental basis on which you will base your decisions on. Understand what exactly it is you're investing in before you actually throw in some of your money. Crypto can seem very overwhelming, like what is this cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, revolution? Like what does that all mean? My goal for this video is to essentially explain everything that I know about cryptocurrencies, about Bitcoin. I'm gonna try my best into explaining it to the best of my abilities so that by the end of this video, you guys kind of understand why has it shookinated the world. The way I'm gonna structure this video, the topics that I'm gonna talk about, first and foremost, we're gonna talk about money. We're gonna understand how money works, what money actually is. Because it's important to understand what money actually is first before you can kind of understand like, oh, okay, this is why Bitcoin is valuable. This is why Bitcoin is a thing. And then we're going to talk about blockchain technology and Bitcoin because these two are interrelated. You can't really talk about Bitcoin without talking about blockchain technology. And very briefly, we're going to talk about altcoins. Besides Bitcoin, you guys probably heard of the other coins, Ripple, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash. Like, what the hell is that? I thought it was just Bitcoin. How exactly do these other coins compare to Bitcoin? And why is there a need for other coins? Why can't there just be Bitcoin? And hopefully you'll be able to understand why I personally invest in crypto. And at the end of this video, if you guys are curious as to where you can start buying and selling cryptocurrencies, you guys can check out PDAX. PDAX is a local cryptocurrency exchange and I was able to partner with them to give you guys this magic code. So if you guys use the code Nicole, you'll get 30 pesos when you cash in a minimum of 1,000 pesos. Just to be transparent, whenever you do use my code, you get 30 pesos and I get 20 pesos. Before we start, I want to remind you guys to always do your own research. I'm not a personal financial advisor and even I'm still learning about this cryptocurrency thing. Let's learn about this together. I can't cover everything in this video, so I encourage you guys to also do your own research. To exercise proper risk management, one of the golden rules in investing is to only invest what you can afford to lose. There are very real risks of you losing your money whenever you go into any form of investment, so just be aware of that, especially because crypto is such a volatile asset. The prices go like crazy up and down. So I want to make something clear. I'm talking about these things in the perspective of an investor. I don't trade cryptocurrencies. I don't like buy, sell cryptocurrencies. I am investing, quotation marks, because crypto still borders on being a speculative asset. And I am not encouraging people to go into crypto with the intentions of getting rich quick. Just remember, with a lot of like potential gains, there's always a lot of potential risk. So as much as you can get rich quick, you can also get poor quick. We don't want to promote any of that FOMO kind of feeling in this channel. Understanding how it works first before actually putting some money into it. I want this video to be kind of like the start of proper crypto education in the future. As of now, where it stands, crypto is very much intertwined with get-rich-quick investment sketchy stuff. I don't want that. I believe that there is a very big potential for the application of blockchain technology and crypto here in the Philippines. And yeah, that's the tone that I'm setting for my crypto videos on this channel. I guess you can't really get rid of it. Like, one of you guys actually asked me about this thing called forsage. Ano yan? I haven't heard of that. What the hell is that forsage thing? I looked into it. It's this thing going around here in the Philippines. It's a crypto scam. Forsage is actually a pyramid scheme. It's a dApp built on the Ethereum network. He came across this on his feed, inviting people into investing in crypto, get lots of gain instantly, like no risk kind of thing. That's very sketchy, dude. Given the fact that cryptocurrencies are a very foreign topic, like not a lot of people know about cryptocurrencies here in the Philippines yet. Crypto scams like this are so rampant, they're so predatory, especially in times like now where people are very desperate in getting like instant money. Because of the nature of crypto, the government can't actually do anything. They can't shut this down. The best way to counter this, I guess, is just to tell people don't use it, guys. Like, it's a pyramid scheme. What's important is you guys educate yourselves as investors. Don't put your money in things that seem too good to be true. If ever you've come across Forsage or like things that are similar to this, don't, guys. Like, it's not worth the risk. Just be careful, guys. So first of all, let's talk about money. What is money? Duh, money is this bill. This one's money. No. Actually, this is not money. Well, it functions as money, but this one is actually fiat currency. Money is just a store of value that we use as a medium of exchange. What the heck did I just say? Before, there wasn't actually money. When we were in smaller societies, whenever we wanted something, you usually often traded it with something else that you had. For example, I want that. I'll trade that for this thing that I have. Hopefully, the person that you want the item from also wants the thing that you have. Trading would be very hard because you actually needed to carry around all the things that you had. So the thing that people did was they started using objects to represent some form of value. All of them basically agreed that shells are valuable. This is what we use for trading. Okay, this thing actually costs 20 shells. Give me 20 shells for this item. The shells essentially function as money. That's what money is. It's a store of value. A lot of things, a lot of objects have taken the place of money. Shells, rice stones, they were these big gigantic stones. If you had stone, you were rich. So gold bars, we've used so many things to represent value. We now use cash as a store of value so that we're able to trade with one another. Paper money is a really bad store of value. How come 100 pesos 10 years ago was able to buy you so much more things than 100 pesos now? Why is there inflation in the first place? The paper money supply is issued and it's also manipulated by the government. There's nothing really that stops them from printing unlimited money. You have money and then the government prints more of it. Now there's more money available and the money that you're holding is suddenly worth so much less. It's not as valuable anymore. If there's a lot of supply of something, the value of something goes down. Sure, we invest our money because we want to get gains, right? But then another reason why people should invest their money is to be able to preserve the value of the money that they have. Let's keep explanations very simple. I don't want to overwhelm you guys any more than you already are. The technology behind Bitcoin is called blockchain technology. It's the real innovation that shookinated the world. Why? Currently, we have a lot of institutions and companies, right? Think social media, the bank, online marketplaces. Yeah, there's so many institutions. Why exactly do we have these institutions? Well, when we were in much smaller societies, we could easily trust one another for trading. We were in small villages where everyone knew each other, and then we wouldn't dare scam each other because people are gonna know. As societies grew, it became harder and harder for us to trade because you don't know who you're trusting. Let's say that you, a stranger, is selling shoes and I want to buy your shoes. We'll probably go on Shopee or Lazada to settle our like little business thing, like me buying the shoes from you. And then I'll pay you with my Shopee wallet, which I cashed in from my bank account. And then Shopee's gonna tell you like, ooh, Nicole has already paid for the shoes. Go ship her shoe. And then when I get the shoe, the payment gets released to you. The entire process of me buying the shoes from you used a lot of these institutions and companies that help us guarantee the legitness of our transaction. That you actually have the shoes and you actually sent the shoes and that I actually paid for the shoes. A lot of the companies that exist today do exactly the same thing. They help us guarantee the legitness of our transactions and then charge us a fee for that service. Blockchain technology technically does the same thing. It also makes it possible for us to trade safely. But in this time, we don't actually need Shopee or the bank or any of those institutions or companies. What? But how? By like code and mathematical stuff. Let's say for example that this notebook is a ledger. Shopee has their own ledger, bank has their own ledger, and so on. This ledger contains all the lists of transactions that ever happened on the platform. The blockchain technology is also just one big decentralized ledger, so it's one big notebook like this. All the transactions that ever happened on the blockchain or on Shopee or on the bank are written in this piece of notebook. Think of each page as a block on the blockchain network. So each page has a list of transactions. All of the blocks are connected to one another. Blockchain is a chain of all the transactions that ever happened. Alright? Good so far? Unlike banks, the ledger in the blockchain network is decentralized. Decentralized? What? Shopee, the banks, the ledger that they have is centralized, which means that only Shopee or only the bank has access to this ledger and is able to update the things on this ledger. On the blockchain network, instead of just one institution or one company having access to this, everyone has access to this notebook and is able to write transactions onto this notebook. This ledger is being managed by a network of computers all around the world. So there's a lot of computers all having the same notebook. Whenever you make a transaction on the blockchain network, sending bitcoins to someone, what you're doing is that you're essentially announcing to all of the computers on the blockchain network that, hey, this is my wallet address. I am sending this much coins to this person, and this is their wallet address. All of the computers who have a notebook, they're just like, oh shit, something happened. All right, let's write that down. All of these computers are taking note of all the transactions that are happening on the blockchain network. So they're just writing it down in their own copy of the ledger. So they're going to compare all of the transactions that they were able to record with other computers in the blockchain network. So they're going to be like, oh, did you get this? Nicole sent this much coin to this address. Do you have that in your copy? They're going to do that over and over and over until they're pretty much going to say, like, everyone has that on their notebook. It seems like it did happen. They'll validate it and then upload that transaction onto the blockchain network. All of these computers are working to keep the network safe. They're all working to make sure that all of the transactions are actually legit. Take note that you can't actually like fake a transaction. You can't just announce that I'm sending this much bitcoins to this one and then you don't actually do it. You can't do that. If you just manipulate one computer, all of the computers are going to check like, hey, it's actually not on my file, so I don't think that happened. I'm not going to believe you. Transactions on the blockchain are immutable. Once a transaction is already validated by a number of computers and it's already uploaded to the blockchain network, you can't actually erase it. You can't take it back. And this certain technology can actually be applied to a wide range of use cases, like in health, in real estate, supply chain, so many possibilities. Bitcoin is only one example. Bitcoin is the application of blockchain technology to money, to finance. It was created by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2008. We don't actually know who Satoshi is, whether he's a guy, she's a girl, it's a group, no one knows. So I'll just say they. They created Bitcoin with the intention of creating digital money. Unlike fiat currency, which is issued and controlled by the government, no one actually controls Bitcoin. It's decentralized money. No one can just magically print more Bitcoin. Why this is possible? So there's a lot of algorithm stuff that's too technical to talk about, but just know that Bitcoin is coded to be valuable in the same way that gold is valuable. Gold is valuable because it is scarce. You can't just like magically print gold, right? Currently, 6.25 new bitcoins are being created about every 10 minutes. This is called the block reward, and this is awarded to the miners or the computers for solving the complex, weird algorithm stuff that make the transactions on the Bitcoin network secure. The number of new bitcoins being created are being halved after every 210,000 blocks. It started with 50 bitcoins being created every 10 minutes, and now it's down to 6.25. The Bitcoin halving will continue until there are no more Bitcoins being created, been around in 2140. So it's not a big deal. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins mined to ever exist. So technically, Bitcoin is becoming more and more valuable as more and more time passes because there's less and less of it. Yeah, Bitcoin. We kind of understand what Bitcoin is now. Now let's talk about the other coins that you've been hearing about. Let's say Ethereum and altcoins. there's a lot of like potential applications of blockchain technology. It's not just in money. Ethereum is not really meant to function as digital money. Ethereum is a platform. It's a platform where people can create decentralized applications that no single person has control over. When you say you're investing in Ethereum, you're actually investing in Ether. Ether is just the token that incentivizes people to use the Ethereum network. So that Ether is being used on the Ethereum network, and that's used to pay for like transaction fees and whatever. When you code a program, let's say, you need to pay Ether to run that program thingy. All cryptocurrencies are just using this blockchain technology to either try to create a better Bitcoin or a better Ethereum, or they're actually starting to create other projects out there. Not all crypto projects are worth investing in. So a lot of like crypto projects aren't actually projects, and they're just trying to raise money by taking advantage of the hype around crypto. Each crypto project is just similar to a company. Would you invest in like whatever companies you just see, just invest it? No, the same applies in cryptocurrencies. Each crypto usually are just different crypto projects, and they have different use cases. Not all of them are going to be successful. A lot of the crypto projects that were able to raise money during the 27 hype ICO craze, a lot of them don't even exist anymore. So be mindful of what kind of crypto projects you're investing in. Always read the white paper. Some of them are actually doing innovative projects. They're actually trying to solve a problem or like fill a need. Assess what the crypto project is trying to do, what it's aiming to do, and whether or not you believe in what the project is trying to do. Right? There are a couple of reasons why I invest in cryptocurrencies, but then the two main reasons why I invest in cryptocurrencies is one, it encourages me to learn about the technology more because I have money at stake. And then also the second thing is that to expose a small portion of my portfolio to the large potential upside gain that is in crypto. The gain potential in crypto is so much larger than the gain potential in like traditional investments. It's just limiting a small portion of my portfolio, exposing it so that I could take advantage of the gain if ever it does like skyrocket. But then also it's not gonna hurt me as much if ever it goes south. I can very much lose my investments in cryptocurrencies, but I am willing to expose myself to that level of risk for the large potential upside reward. Bitcoin has been around for 11 years, blockchain technology, like all of these things have been around for quite some time. So I would argue that it's here to stay. So it just makes sense to learn about this technology that could potentially impact our lives in the future. I really believe in the potential of blockchain technology and like the need for proper crypto education. I know that I'm not an expert, but I am sharing the things that I do know so far so that we all can become more informed and responsible investors. If you guys are interested in buying your first crypto, you can use the code Nicole on PDAX to get 30 pesos on a minimum cash in of 1,000 pesos. Go forth and educate yourself about the world of blockchain and cryptocurrencies. Comment down below if you want me to make more videos about crypto in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you can follow me on Instagram and join our Discord server. We have a lot of discussions there. See you guys next week. Bye.